Fact or Fiction Files. Episode 3. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Fact or Fiction Files, the channel where I tell you 3 crazy stories. But only 2 are fact and 1 is fiction. Before we get into today's episode, let's talk about the last one. Last time I told you about the funeral envelope, the neighbor's camera, and the new job welcome gift. And the story that was actually fiction was Story C, the new job welcome gift. A lot of y'all had strong guesses, but if you picked C, you got it right. Now let's see how good you really are this time, because these next 3 are messy in a whole different way. Remember, 2 are real and 1 is fake. Listen carefully. Story A, the baby shower gift table. A woman was invited to her cousin's baby shower. The family had gone all out. Custom decorations, a dessert table, balloons everywhere, and a huge gift table packed with diapers, gift bags, and boxes wrapped in pastel paper. Everybody was excited because this was the first baby in that part of the family, and people had spent real money making sure the mom-to-be felt loved. The shower was beautiful. They played games, opened gifts, took photos, and by the end of the night, the mother-to-be was crying and saying how grateful she was. But 2 days later, family members started texting each other in confusion. One aunt said the expensive stroller she bought was no longer showing up on the registry as purchased. A friend said the same thing about a baby monitor. Then another person noticed the diaper fund had somehow been reopened too. At first, everybody thought it was just a registry glitch. Then the cousin who hosted the shower got a call from one of the stores. A return had been attempted on several items from the shower, including gift receipts that were never supposed to leave the packaging. That's when people started putting it together. Someone had gone through the gifts after the shower and carefully removed the gift receipts before the mom-to-be ever got a chance to organize anything herself. Multiple items were being returned for store credit. The family was furious, but nobody knew who did it. Then one of the younger cousins remembered she had taken a bunch of random pictures that night, including one of the gift table before everything was loaded into cars. In the background of one photo, there was the mother-to-be's sister kneeling by the table with several envelopes and cards spread out on her lap. When confronted, the sister broke down. She admitted she had taken some of the receipts because she was drowning in debt and figured her sister would never notice if a few gifts disappeared. She said she planned to replace the money later, but by then the damage was done. The worst part? One of the returned gifts had been from a woman who had quietly spent her entire week's grocery budget trying to buy something nice for the baby. Needless to say, that family has never looked at baby shower gift tables the same again. Story B, the ex-wife's voicemail. A man had recently gotten engaged and was excited to finally move on with his life. His fiancée was smart, funny, and completely different from his ex-wife, whose marriage to him had ended in a storm of cheating accusations, screaming fights, and a very ugly divorce. Everybody told him to be careful posting too much online because his ex still seemed bitter. But he ignored the warnings. He posted engagement photos, countdowns to the wedding, and even behind-the-scenes clips of venue shopping. One night, his fiancée got a voicemail from an unknown number. The voice on the recording was calm. Too calm. It was a woman saying, "Before you marry him, you deserve to know he did to me exactly what he's about to do to you." The voicemail went on for nearly 3 minutes. The woman claimed he had hidden debts, secret accounts, and a habit of charming women until he no longer needed them. She said she still had proof and would gladly share it if the fiancé wanted to see it. At first, the couple thought it was obviously the ex-wife trying to ruin the engagement. But the fiancé couldn't shake it, so she listened again. Then she noticed something strange. The voicemail never actually used his name. It only said he and him. There were no specific dates, no screenshots, no account numbers, no hard proof, just vague warnings wrapped in dramatic language. Still, curiosity got the best of her. She called the number back. The woman answered and immediately started crying, saying she was just trying to save another woman. But when the fiancé started asking detailed questions, the story began falling apart. The woman mixed up timelines, named the wrong city where they supposedly lived, and claimed he had owned a business he never had. That should have ended it. But then the man's sister heard the voicemail and turned pale. She recognized the voice. It wasn't the ex-wife. It was their own aunt, a woman in the family who had always hated every relationship he'd ever had. She later admitted she believed no woman was ever good enough for him and convinced herself she was protecting him from making another mistake. The engagement survived, but after that the aunt was no longer invited to anything private. Imagine finding out the person trying to sabotage your wedding wasn't an ex. It was your own family. Story C. The lost phone at dinner. A woman went out to dinner with her boyfriend and another couple they had been friends with for years. It was supposed to be casual, just food, drinks, and catching up. Halfway through the meal, one of the friends realized she had left her phone in the car and went outside to get it. While she was gone, the boyfriend's phone buzzed on the table. Nobody was trying to snoop, but the screen lit up bright enough for everybody to see the message preview. It said, "Delete our thread before she sees it." The entire table went silent. When he grabbed the phone, his face changed so fast that it basically confirmed everything without him having to say a word. His girlfriend just stared at him and asked, "Who is that?" He muttered something about it being work-related, but nobody believed him. The message had come from a woman's name none of them recognized. Before he could explain any further, the friend came back from outside, sat down, and immediately knew something was wrong. The whole vibe had changed. The girlfriend stood up, grabbed her purse, and told him not to follow her. The next day, he showed up at her apartment begging to explain. He claimed the message was from a coworker who was helping him plan a surprise birthday trip and had worded things in the dumbest possible way. She didn't buy it at first, especially because delete our thread sounded insane for somebody planning a surprise. But then he handed her his phone. Turns out the coworker really had been helping him plan the trip because she handled company travel discounts. The thread they wanted deleted was a long conversation about hotel pricing, screenshots of her passport info, and notes about a surprise dinner reservation. He had panicked at the restaurant because he realized how guilty it looked, and his terrible reaction made everything worse. The girlfriend eventually believed him after the coworker sent confirmation emails and booking receipts. But for about 12 hours, everybody in that friend group was convinced they had just watched a man get caught cheating in the middle of appetizers. So now you've heard all three stories. Story A, the baby shower where someone secretly took gift receipts and started returning presents. Story B, the mysterious voicemail meant to ruin an engagement, only for the real caller to turn out to be a family member. Story C, the boyfriend whose suspicious text at dinner looked like cheating, but had a completely different explanation. Now tell me in the comments, which two do you think are fact, and which one do you think is fiction? Do you think the fake story is A, B, or C? Drop your guess below and come back for the reveal. Head down to the comments and tell me, which stories do you think were real? Which one do you think was fake, and why? I want to see your guesses, your theories, and what details stood out to you the most. Let's talk about it in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos, because I'll be back with new stories every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I'll see you in the next one.